Alright guys, what is good? It's been a minute since I did a video, especially for Master Deal. So we currently are in the middle of the Theme Chronicle event. I honestly have no idea what the hell the premise behind this event is. Didn't bother reading it, didn't really seem that exciting. But it's free gems, so you know, we always down for free gems. So we already grinded out most stuff, well, all of the free gem portion of the event, as you can see. And now it's just these dual ticket crap and profile crap. So we don't really care anymore, but we're still playing because the event still has quests that you can get done. So as per usual, me and my direct damage burn deck putting in that work. So we're running triple maxi so we can get that draw off all the people, special summoning, all those Crusader decks and other stuff that's been running into. We're running triple Marshmallow because, you know, free 1000 damage if they attack into it, and it does not die unless it's like by some random card effect or whatever, or it gets kaiju'd. We're running Lava Golem as well for more direct damage. They take 1000 damage and you get rid of 2 summons off their side of the field. Running the Nibiru because we're obviously running Maxi, so it feels so good to draw into that shit when people are popping off and doing their combos and whatnot, summoning a bunch of stuff on board. Running Ukazi for 800 direct damage. Running Tremendous Fire for 1000 direct damage. Running the double pot of duality for draw. And we're running double pot of extravagance for draw as well. Downside to this is once you use the pot of extravagance, you can't draw anymore. You can't play duality and pot of extravagance on the same turn. It's one or the other. That's the downside to that. And we're running triple chain energy for that direct damage to the opponent's life points every time they activate a card from their hand, whether normal summon, special summon, set or activate cards from their hand. Also running Burning Land for the free 500 damage, as well as potentially getting rid of any field spells. Running Contract with Dawn 1000, free 1000 damage to your opponent, as well as has the potential to screw up your opponent's turn, because if they have a spell card in their hand that they can't play and it was revealed by this card, they can't normal summon or set any monsters. Also running the double magic cylinders because, you know, we want more direct damage and we want to protect our life when we start receiving all those attacks from our opponent. Running triple blazing mirror force, more direct damage to our opponent. If they set up a big fancy board and they attack into you, you can flip this. It takes the combined attack of everyone and destroys all attack position monsters and inflicts the damage, half of the attack of the original of all the monsters together. That gets inflicted to both you and your opponent, which if you've been doing your job, they should have less life points than you, so that's GG. Running triple skull invitation because every time a card is played or sent to the graveyard, I should say, every time a card is sent to the graveyard, boom, that's 300 damage. Also, this pairs up very well with chain energy because if you have out chain energy and you have out this, that's a free roughly 800 damage every time they play a card and it goes to the graveyard. Or if they play a card and then they link summon it off to the graveyard, that's a free 800 damage consistently. You'd be surprised how quickly that adds up. Running the double gravity bind, any level 4 or higher monsters can't attack. Downside to this is that this does not stop exceed summon monsters or link summon monsters from attacking. It'll stop everything else that's over level 4, but doesn't stop those 2 types. And finally, the double Zoma the Spirit, because ideally when this card gets attacked, the attack of the attacking monster is then done as direct damage to your opponent. So what I tend to like to do is to set this up on the turn before, because you can only activate it to special summon in defense mode. So what I'll typically do is get it on field and activate it at the end phase of my opponent's turn, so that when it's my turn I can switch it to attack mode and attack with it. Nice little combo is getting Lava Golem on their side and then getting this out and attacking directly into the Lava Golem. So that's a free 3000 damage on their side. Another nice combo is also Nibiruing their field and then getting this out and attacking into the Nibiru token, which usually has a lot of attack. Doesn't really matter what you want to throw in your extra deck, because literally we only have cards in our extra deck for Nibiru. Sorry, not Nibiru, for Pot of Extravagance. So that we can just banish 6 cards every time we play Pot of Extravagance to draw. And yeah, that's the deck. So let's go over some replays and you guys can see how the deck functions. So we got about 4 matches each day. So opening hand we have double chain energy, which is great because that's a free 1000 damage every time. So activate the burning land, set 1 chain energy so that we don't trigger it when we play the other, so that we don't take a free 500 damage here. And we have the maxi to replenish our draw. So burning land does 500. And they put 1 card down and that's already 1000 damage down. They put 2 cards down, that's another 1000. They put 3 cards down, that's already 3k damage. As you can see, the life is just whittling away. We throw out the maxi, they throw out the danger, and then we activate our gravity bind so that we don't get attacked by any of these monsters that they're throwing out. Looks like a plunder deck. They can't really do much of the plundering and combo setup because, as you can see, we're paying a shit ton of life points, and they just eventually taking 1000 damage, paying them taxes. Yeah, Uncle Sam wants his money. Not a bad opening hand. We have the Marshmallow so that we can have something on field to defend our HP with. We're going first. We got Lava Golem for his turn, so that's good. We got the Maxi to replenish our hand. We got the Burning Land for the 500 damage. And we also have the Blazing Mirror Force in case he pops off and gets a big board of monsters out. We can just Blazing Mirror Force the holy Jesus out of all of that. So we have that set up. Going into his turn, 500 free damage from Burning Man. So this guy's running a Resonator deck, which typically means that he's gonna pop off with some big combos and synchro summoning, which we don't mind because we already have a Blazing Mirror Force on the field. So as long as he doesn't remove this card in the back row, we're good. One of the big downsides to this deck is obviously that this deck uses hard to back row removal. So if you get Harpy Feather Dusted, just surrender and move on to the next match. This match I had really wanted Chain Energy because he would have been paying for life points out the wazoo. So he's popping off here, gets out his Chaos Ruler, excavating his cards off the top, sending to the graveyard. Skull Invitation or Chain Energy would have been nice. But thankfully the Blazing Mirror Force moved that guy away. I contemplated if I should or shouldn't have activated that Blazing Mirror Force for the 1 someone he had, but because we had drawn into a second one due to the maxi effects, I was like, you know what, just let it rip. Because I could have just let him attack into the Marshmallow because it wasn't going to go anywhere anyways. And that would have still been a free 1000 damage. Alright, so we're Pot of Duality. So we find the Skull Invitation. So now we have Skull Invitation and Chain Energy set up in case he tries to pop off again with his Resonator combos. So as soon as it's his turn, we flip up the Skull Invitation, take 500 from Burning Man, and then he starts activating. Boom, 500 from Chain Energy. Boom, another 500. I throw out my Maxi so that we can replenish our hand because we only got 2 cards in there now. Because we know he's about to pop off. That's how we function. Paying his 500 taxes, getting out his big monsters. We're thankfully replenishing our hands. So just in case we get Harpy Feather Dusted or anything, we have stuff to take us into the next turn. Zombie don't die. get started. And this is a perfect example of what I was talking about in the deck breakdown at the beginning of the video. We maxied our way right into a Nibiru just in the nick of time, because this card right here says one of the effects is during your main phase 1 you can destroy all other cards on the field. This is not a good thing to happen to us, so we literally hearted the cards our way into a Nibiru at the pinpoint perfect moment to get rid of that shit off the field. So as soon as I read that card and see that, boom, I pop the Nibiru, get that shit off my field, my guy. And all this time, you know, Chain Energy's doing Chain Energy things, collecting their taxes. He's still doing stuff on his side, even after the big boss monster. He summons back out to Chaos. We're just drawing everything on the board halfway max. So even though we Nibiru this guy, he still gets back all of his stuff on his field. Attack into the Nibiru. I want to get to attack into this and die. So that's why we didn't pop this Blazing Force. But yeah, that Nibiru Maxi into Nibiru. Mwah, chef's kiss. That could not have come at a better time. But GG's to that guy. We got a decent-ish opening hand. We have the Nibiru in case they pop off, because we're not going first this time around, so that's good. We have the Tremendous Fire for some direct damage, Contract with Don 1000 for some more direct damage, as well as draw. We got the Zoma, so we can hopefully protect ourselves going into the third turn. And we have Blazing Mirror Force to once again hopefully protect ourselves going into the third turn. This match was against what? Speedroid. Homeboy just threw two things and just stop. So Pot of Duality to see what we can draw into. Lava Golem, which is perfect. So we get the Lava Golem, get rid of these two guys on the board. Contract is done. We draw into a second Lava Golem. The downside to this now is what I was mentioning earlier in the deck breakdown. I'm not 100% sure how this goes, but it says with this card, all cards that are drawn while this card's effect is applied must remain revealed. So maxing with this on the field doesn't usually bode well for us, because now your opponent knows every single card that you drew into because of this. And while a player's spell card is in their hand is revealed by this effect, that player cannot use normal, summon, or set monsters. I don't know why, but once I had played this, I could not summon the Lava Golem to get rid of this guy, which was unfortunate, because that was like exactly what a situation for Lava Golem would have been. But we played through it anyways and continued on. So we have the Blazing Mirror Force down, and we have the Zoma down. So ideally we want to try and save the Zoma for something high attack, because it only has about 500 defense. So you always want to try and save it. If they're going to attack into you, you want them to attack with something that has a high attack, not just any low attack monster. So he's loading up his board, doing his combos with his speedrun stuff and whatnot. And I'm just here patiently waiting, like, will I get to zero this guy? Will I have to zero this guy? You see the Stardust Dragon come on, and at this point I'm like, well, this is now a quick effect potential negate. So if I do pop the Blazing, he can potentially negate it. I was not happy about that, so I just said, you know what, screw it. Pop the Nibiru, get that dude off. And here, I did not realize that when you Blazing Mirror Force a token, it doesn't do anything. Because this part of the card here says the combined original attack of those destroyed monsters. And for the most part, a token has no attack. So literally didn't do anything, but we at least got the token off the field so that next turn we can hit him in the face with 3000 damage with or in the bureau. So activated the Zoma on his end phase so that my turn comes over and I can switch it to attack mode, throw out the chain energy, and we go for 4800. Going into his turn, he only has 1200 life. Chain energy will only allow him to play 2 cards. And that's another beautiful thing about chain energy that I should have also mentioned. If your opponent doesn't have the life points to pay his taxes to Uncle Sam, he literally just cannot activate anything from his hand, which is a wonderful thing. Alright, so that's 1 play, and that's 2 play, and now he can't activate anything from his hand. So we see the Lion Warrior come out, and he just goes into the phase. I don't know, I guess he realized he can't play anything else and he just gave up. So we just put him out of his misery. Try to attack with the Nibiru. Cancels it with that card from the graveyard, but the Zoma can still hit it. And it does 2400 damage because the attack on Synchro was 2400. So thankfully we had the Zoma out, because whatever that Speedroid monster was that negated our attack would have gotten him an extra turn at life. Alright, we got our last match to showcase here. This time around we were going up against a B-Trooper deck, if I recall. Solid enough opening hand. We have the Marshmallow on so that we have something to protect our life points going into turn 2. We have Burning Land, free 500 damage. We got Pot of Duality so we can get some additional draws. We have the Zoma in case we need something to defend our life points if they get rid of the Marshmallow on. And we also have Blazing Mirror Force so that if they go off and set up a big board, we can potentially destroy all of their attack based monsters. So opening turn, Pot of Duality. We get the option for a second Burning Land, so I take it. That's 1000 damage per turn, and it starts off with his turn, so it will always be 1000 life below us, turn by turn basically. The Burning Land activates, starts throwing around his Trooper combos and monsters. I legit have never really seen this deck before, so I'm like playing this match and like pausing, trying to read the different deck monsters, anything says oh destroy back row or shuffle back into hand or anything like that. That's the main 2 things I look for when I'm playing this deck, because like I said, if they have backer removal, you're pretty much screwed. This deck hard loses stuff like Harvest Feather Duster or Dark Magician with his Summoning Circle Banishment and Dark Magic Attack Banishment crap. So as you can see, he does get a pop off, which I did not like at all, because that was our big bad Blazing Mirror Force that would have helped clean up a lot of all of what was on his side of the field. I'm not as worried because thankfully we had a backup plan with Marshmallow, so he's going to attack it with and be like 1000 damage. But wait, why isn't he dying? Because Marshmallow is awesome. So he's not trying to figure out what the hell is in his deck that he can use to hold this. We draw into our Gravity Bind. So I decided to just throw out the Gravity Bind on the Zoma. I won't be able to stop his Snake Monster from attacking, but I will be able to stop the rest of the stuff in case he finds and holds the Marshmallow. The next turn goes over to him, he takes more damage, starts doing more weird ass beats on the field. And at this point I'm like, okay, what is going on? I'm just like reading a bunch of stuff trying to figure out what this card does and what this card doesn't do. And at this point I'm like, okay, what's going on? He activated this Loki Pole, and I was like, okay, I read this part of the card that says you can special summon it, then you can destroy 1 monster on the field with attack greater than or equal to that special summon monster. So I'm like, okay, does that mean he's going to destroy the Marshmallow? So I was kind of worried at this point, but it turns out that I guess the conditions were met or something, because he ended up not getting rid of it using that effect. So I was like, I guess that'll do the trick. He goes into Malevolent Sin, and now I'm kind of worried because I'm like, alright, this is an XZ monster. I can't stop. This is an XZ monster that I can't stop with Gravity Bind because, like I said, Gravity Bind doesn't affect Link monsters or XZ summon monsters. He uses the spider. At least I was worried about him using the spider to banish. I was worried about him using the spider to banish the Marshmallow as well, but he also did not do that. So I was like, okay, I guess you don't want to win this duel. It's whatever. So I activate my Zoma and throw it up just in case at the end of his phase, so that I can turn it into attack mode and attack into this 4400 monster right there. So he takes 44. So that brings us down to like 600, and now all I need to do is end my turn. He takes 1000 damage from Burning Land, and that's GG. I will throw up the Gravity Bind just to flex. And that's GG well played. No more life points for me. Give me the win! Let's go. That fluffy little marshmallow and just be chilling on the field. But yeah, there you go. Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoyed those matches, seeing the deck in action, getting to see some of the combos and whatnot, learning from my mistakes, primarily not using Blazing Mirror Force on an Nibiru token, because you get nothing.
So you get nothing! You lose! Good day, sir!
And basically, at the end of the day, you want to always ensure that you have a backup plan in case you get Feather Dusted or Cosmic Cyclone or anything that deals with screwing over your back row. This deck is very back row intensive. It lives and dies by its back row. So you can decide based on what you have in your hand if you want to try and play out a match, or if you just move on to the next match once your back row has been screwed over. So final run through of the deck so you guys can see all the cards. You can feel free to either pause the video to see what the cards are, or if you already know them by their picture, and then that way you can just make the deck. I believe we're about midway through the event. Usually Konami likes to give additional quests for the event, so you can get the chance to get some extra gems in the latter half of the event. I feel like they probably know most people just grind the first half of the event for the gems, and then they kind of just stop playing because nobody really cares about duel tickets or whatever. But that's gonna be it for me. Hopefully you guys have fun playing with the deck. I'll catch you guys another time, another day, with more content some way, shape or form. So peace out, take care, and catch you guys later.